The topography of Greater Los Angeles is basically flat, with the occasional mountain range blocking the way. San Diego's a bit of the opposite. There it's almost entirely hilly. All this altitude change is a blessing and a curse. For one, you're more likely to have some scenic nature close by, unless you live in like South Central or Stanton, then too bad. But where this really makes life difficult is for transportation. Most people here drive cars. I don't need to say that, everyone knows that. When the freeway system was first built, of course they went with the easiest route possible. It's cheaper to build along a flatland than up the side of a mountain. The consequence of this is the topography created natural bottlenecks to the traffic flow. Examples of this include the 14, the 5, the 57, the 15, the 15, and most legendarily, the 91 between Orange and Riverside counties. When it comes to trains, which are even more sensitive to altitude change, the main lines follow the ISO lines even more to a T. This is particularly challenging for someone like me who lives in the San Gabriel Valley and frequently visits Orange County. In order to take a train there, you must first go all the way west to Los Angeles, or all the way east to Riverside or San Bernardino, and transfer to a train that will go to Orange County. The only other option, at least until this guy's Metro Dream system map gets implemented, are a couple of local buses that go over the hills. But sometimes it's just more convenient to take the train. Yes, we're here in the city of industry. And apparently I can't be bothered to ride my bike up the hill to catch the bus that goes over said hills. And I can't be bothered to ride a couple blocks to catch the bus that connects with said bus over said hills, because said connecting bus no longer deviates to this transit center. So we're going to take Metrolink all the way to Riverside. I know it's a little bit shorter if you go the LA route, but given the schedule this time of day, we'll actually arrive sooner if we go the long way. And speaking of the schedule, it looks like this Riverside line train actually has a 0-minute transfer with the IEOC train originating in Riverside, which suggests they turn into each other. But if that's not the case, we'll just wait for the next 91 line to Fullerton instead of Anaheim Canyon, which was the original plan. Alright? And it is so clear today. Thanks, Stephen Hawking, for interrupting my announcement.
Riverside downtown is scheduled to arrive on track 1 in 5 minutes.
Apparently their customer service are malfunctioning, which would explain why they didn't respond to my text with the question of do these two trains turn into each other. Looks like there's a freight train directly behind our train. And that must be an old locomotive because it doesn't look like LED headlights. It looks like an MP36. Bike car. I already went pretty in-depth on the Riverside line in the Lake Paris camping video, so check out that one for more details.
Alright, this is Bill call here for downtown Pomona Station, doors closing.
Also, you can see my review of Pomona Downtown Station in part 1 of the Arizona trip. Starting to get some snow on the San Gabriel Mountains.
Stop here, Rupa Valley. Watch your set thing for Tuesday, Metrolink, now arriving Rupa Valley.
I must point out that this is where Metrolink's fare structure starts falling apart. On this day I bought a ticket from Industry to Anaheim Canyon expecting to make that 0-minute transfer. However, I can justify taking the 91 line to Fullerton because 1, Industry to Fullerton is actually cheaper, but also you can get to Anaheim Canyon from Fullerton by taking an additional 2 trains. However, Rupa Valley to Fullerton is $12.25, which doesn't make any sense because my route from Industry to Fullerton passes through Rupa Valley. It's all because the fare structure is based on driving distance, not train miles. So I'm not telling anybody in Rupa Valley to buy a ticket with Industry as the origin. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna forget to film the Santa Ana River this time. Remind me. Don't worry, Squashy Grapefruit is here to remind me.
likes a litter bug, so remember to please throw away all your unwanted trash before leaving the train.
You hear that? Before you leave the train. What is it? Do I take my trash with me, or do I take my trash with me? Or do I take it with me?
Riverside, downtown, is our next stop.
Oh my gosh, that horn.
Friday, November 24th. Metrolink and Arrow will run a weekend schedule with the $10 holiday pass. There will be no service on the Riverside line.
So BNSF is blocking the view of the Metrolink we're supposed to connect to! The frickin' train is there. Let's get on it. Why, Metrolink? Why would you do this? This is such blatantly bad planning. I feel like I need to write one of those Craigslist misconnection posts. That's what they're for, right? Train connections? Well, according to Metrolink, that connection isn't supposed to be physically possible. So this guy that I just got off turns into the train that goes back to LA on the Riverside line. I guess it was a far cry to assume that just because they arrive and depart at the same time means that they are the same train. So what? So I must point out that this parking lot was recently used for the filming of Lighter Shade of Brown's new music video, Funk by Nature. Excellent use of transit-oriented parking lots. Now let's go reenact it. I mean, this definitely looks like it. Hit the switch and let me ride. Bumping in the trunk, blow the smoke up in the sky. Drop the top and feel the vibe. California love, front, back, side to side, side. Hit the switch and let me ride. I forgot to point out they have the Christmas lights all over this bridge like they do for the holidays. Norfolk Southern is smoking on that diesel. Bike car. The line we're on is called the 91 line because of the freeway it parallels for most of the way. Though in 2016 they renamed it to the 91 Paris Valley line with the new extension of Paris. Here we can see the 91 in its most glorified traffic. Here we're passing by the off-ramp at Gypsum Canyon Road, which we'll be exploring more in a future video about the newly opened Gypsum Canyon Wilderness. And that is how you take a train 67 miles when you could have just taken a bus 16 miles. Alright, now I can really say the line. Sunset shots. Everyone likes them. Everyone loves them.